What's happening, guys? Martin is back again. Quick video for you. So at this moment in time, again, contemplating whether to leave the UK or not too sure, but again, we will see what happens. However, that being in mind, there's a big question I have to ask myself, and it's a question again I think every man at some point in his life has to ask himself. And the question is, how attached are you to your current set of circumstances? How attached are you to your way of living? So with that in mind, I'm seeing pretty much now, if you get bogged down, if you think there's nothing out there for me, I can't do anything, I'm going to stay where I am. You know, you can't be afraid to make decisions. You only live once. So if you play it safe the whole time, nothing's ever going to change. Nothing ever going to happen. You know where you're moving forward. You have to take some risk. As a man in this life, we only have so long, you know, before we get to a point that, say, for instance, our earning potential reduces. We're not going to earn as much. I was reading a book currently now. What's the book? Top of my head. I think it's by one of Dragon's Den's guys, and he's basically saying the same thing. It's quite dated now. I think it's like 2008 book, but he's saying the same thing, that ultimately by the time a man's reaching his, say, 30s to 40s, is probably his peak earning potential, and then from late 40s down to 50s, it might start to dip, depending on obviously what he's done. So if you are living in a scenario now where, again, you're very comfortable, you're very happy, you got your family, fair enough, fantastic. But if you're still in the process of trying to find your way, I would say question where you are and what you're doing. Is it what you want at that moment in time? Now, obviously, financially, things can be tight. Financially, it's not easy to do everything as we'd like. But that being said, something has to change. Where do you make those changes? It could be small changes, it could be big changes, but something has to change. And I think, as I say, for me now, thinking about the UK scenario, attachment's the key thing. Can I give up this way of life? Let's say I go to a country that's not necessarily a European-based country with a European-based system. You know, me going to France, me going to Spain, it's fantastic. I can speak these languages. But if I go somewhere which, again, it's not necessarily English-based as a key point, so let's say even Portugal, for example, how would that work for me? I don't know. I don't speak Portuguese to that extent that I'd be able to think I could function. So, attachment, learning to minimize the level of attachment, whether it be cars, clothes, whatever else like that. You can give up and you can move on. So, I think ultimately, guys, again, just getting to my face, these are things that I'm becoming aware of. Particular way of life, again, is under scrutiny. Have to question is right for me. But guys, leave your comments down below. I'll see you next video. And yeah, keep going. Peace.